High blood pressure or hypertension is often referred to as the silent killer. This is because, although it frequently has no symptoms, if treatment is not received, the consequences can be disastrous. People frequently use medications in the hopes of preventing death. But what if they are ineffective? What if the meals you're consuming are contributing to your high blood pressure? The top 8 items that worsen high blood pressure will be revealed in this video, along with the reasons why the way your food and beverages are packaged may be contributing to the condition. In order to enable you to make a change for a better life, we will also provide you with healthy options. Before you get the inside scoop on these foods to avoid, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. We've got amazing new content each week. Number 8, vegetable oils. It used to be said that vegetable oils were heart healthy, but there is growing evidence that this isn't the case. The problem is that throughout processing, vegetable oils have a tendency to get rancid. They oxidize as a result of being exposed to heat, oxygen, and light. More specifically, oxidation damages polyunsaturated fats, or PUFA for short. Your body can no longer employ these fats as intended as a result of this. Understanding this malfunction is essential. These lipids are necessary for our cells to function properly. Omega fats, a particular kind of fat, are particularly significant because they serve essential purposes. They play a vital role in keeping arteries flexible. Having flexible arteries means they can contract and dilate with ease. When they're unable to do this, it can lead to a rise in blood pressure. When these oils were heated and subsequently consumed, the rat's blood pressure rose more than that of the rats fed fresh oil, according to a research done on rats in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Trans fats, also known as hydrogenated fats, are another type of vegetable oil that has been shown to raise blood pressure. Cookies, margarine, and snack bars frequently include these oils. You can avoid certain trans fats by avoiding store-bought versions of these treats. You can also make sure you're providing your body with good types of omega fats by using genuine butter and extra virgin olive oil instead of rancid ones. Number 7, alcohol. The evidence linking alcohol use to hypertension is not conclusive, despite the claims of some that it promotes relaxation. Binge drinking is linked to a higher risk of heart attacks, strokes, and hypertension in middle-aged and older adults, all conditions we definitely want to prevent. Additionally, according to a 2006 assessment, every 10 g of alcohol eaten causes a rise in blood pressure of about 1 m of mercury. The good news is that this rise was mostly reversible after 2 to 4 weeks of not drinking, which is problematic for anyone with even a modest increase in blood pressure. Avoiding alcohol for a few weeks can significantly lower your blood pressure readings if you're concerned about them. However, if you still want to enjoy some alcohol, switch to a glass of red wine a few times a week with a meal and enjoy its cardioprotective capabilities. Next on our list is an ingredient that can be found in many different foods, from sauces to muesli bars, dried fruits to breakfast cereals. The list could go on, and so could the list of ill effects on your health. Have you guessed it yet? Number 6, refined or added sugars. I am aware that sweets are given a terrible reputation these days, and with good reason. Consuming too much sugar is associated with diabetes, obesity, and inflammatory diseases. These are all major heart disease risk factors. It is made worse by the fact that sugar is included in a lot of meals and has been demonstrated to raise systolic blood pressure, which is the highest number on a blood pressure reading, in cases of hypertension. This is particularly true for fructose-rich sugars, such as high fructose corn syrup. How can we prevent it then? First, it's a wonderful idea to start by reducing our consumption of sugar-filled foods like cakes, ice cream, and cookies. A piece of fruit or a handful of nuts, such walnuts or almonds, are better options if you're desiring something sweet. Additionally, look up the number of grams of sugar per 100 grams on the product labels of breads, crackers, cereals, etc. Anything that has more than 10% sugar should be avoided. But coming up is one of the main causes of additional sugar. Number 5, soft drinks. Did you realize that 1 can of soda has 9 teaspoons of sugar? I know that on a hot summer day, Nothing beats popping open a can of cold, bubbly sweetness. That's the recommended daily consumption of sugar in one big gulp, or whatever you call it. As we just discovered, additional sugar, particularly fructose-rich carbohydrates, might influence blood pressure negatively. The effect of the sugar may be more noticeable since high fructose corn syrup is used to sweeten the majority of soft drinks, which is concerning. Furthermore, there is no protein or fiber in soft drinks to counteract the effects of the sugar. Soft drink use was linked to elevated blood pressure in a 2016 research of 5th graders, indicating that it affects people of all ages. But there are other issues with soft drinks besides their sugar level. It's also concerning that these beverages are frequently sold in metal cans or plastic bottles. This is because these containers typically contain bisphenol AA, or BPA. An elevated risk of heart disease has already been connected to BPA exposure. According to a Korean research, participants' blood pressure and urine BP levels increased when they drank from a can or plastic bottle. However, neither their blood pressure nor the amount of BPA in their urine increased. If they drank the identical beverage from a glass container, choose sparkling water with a lemon twist, or maybe some frozen berries instead of soft beverages. To reduce your exposure to BP, try to avoid drinking from plastic bottles or cans. The fourth worst food for high blood pressure is a result of the dangers of items containing BPA. Number 4. Canned foods. While it may seem that eating canned food makes life easier and eliminates hours of laboring over a hot stove, what if the time you save is actually having a negative impact on your health? In addition to the problem of BP seeping into them, canned goods have a very high salt content. Of course, that sodium chloride or salt may be harmful to high blood pressure. It is predicted that increasing salt intake causes additional raising of blood pressure in 60% of those with elevated blood pressure. We refer to this as salt sensitivity. Of all packaged items, canned food soups in particular have some of the highest salt content. 76% of the daily salt intake needed to prevent elevated blood pressure is found in 1 cup of chicken noodle soup. Many people find that cutting less on table salt has a significant positive impact. For this reason, we recommend staying away from canned goods unless they are packaged in BP-free and low salinity packaging. The next item on the list is if your salad is contributing to high blood pressure. It would seem healthier to eat a bowl of salad, doesn't it? However, may your salad be guiding you along the path of the garden. Vegetables may be good for you, but what you put on the salad may be a combination of blood pressure-defeating ingredients. Number 3. Salad dressing. You can be serving up a lethal mixture of rancid vegetable oils if you cover your leafy greens with store-bought dressings. As we now know, if you wish to avoid hypertension, these substances are not on your side. So, if you want to give your salad some taste, what are your options? Why not attempt creating your own dressing with apple cider vinegar and half extra virgin olive oil? Add smashed garlic and herbs for a heart-healthy dressing for an added boost. Monosodium glutamate, or MSG for short, comes in second. MSG, a kind of salt, gives many packaged goods their flavor, yet some individuals think it has negative health effects. MSG may raise blood pressure, according to studies. For instance, 1,227 volunteers in China provided data to researchers. 5 years after comparing their blood pressure and MSG intake in 2002, they came to the conclusion that MSG consumption was linked to elevated blood pressure, particularly in women. You should be aware that MSG can also appear on product labels as, for example, glutamate, monosodium glutamate, monopotassium glutamate, calcium glutamate, monoammonium glutamate, magnesium glutamate, natrium glutamate, or glutamic acid. Thus, take sure to read food labels carefully. Many takeaway foods, particularly Chinese, can have high levels of MSG. So stay away from processed and takeaway foods and enjoy some home-cooked meals. Use herbs and spices as flavoring instead. And now for our number 1 worst food for high blood pressure, cured meats. You could be thinking back on a decadent meal of bacon and eggs and stuffing yourself with hot dogs at a baseball game right now. It's possible that these meals will please your taste buds, but they may be causing your blood pressure to rise significantly. These meats frequently include MSG in addition to having a high salt content. The salt level of one hot dog without the bread roll or sauce is around 20% of the daily recommended consumption. What is the answer then? You may be confident that you're reducing your salt consumption by replacing the salami sandwich with a tuna and mayo wrap for lunch. Avoid cured meats altogether for a week or two, and you may find that your blood pressure reduces. That concludes our top 8 worst foods for high blood pressure. Which foods are you eating that could be causing your blood pressure to rise? Let us know in the comments. Make sure to like and subscribe, and hit the notification bell to be notified of future videos.